Welcome back to Upload, an all-virtual drag competition here to test the competitors' creativity, passion, energy, and overall execution of ideas. Last week we said goodbye to Gigi Supernova and congratulations to Portia Lynn Snaps, who won by 1 point thanks to her mini-challenge win. The crowd at the All-Stars 8 watch party at Sway ranked Portia Lynn Snaps as their #1 ranking last week, giving her an extra advantage. This week's main challenge is Improv Interview. Portia Lynn received a list of character traits and was allowed to choose her traits as well as assign each competitor theirs. Tensions rise this week with this challenge. Did Portia set herself up for success? Did Vivica do a mini-challenge? Will Dalt get a second win? Will Jason make his comeback? And will Gene have to censor more body parts? Let's see what happens this week. Here are your remaining competitors. From Springfield, Missouri, Genie Von Trash. From Oxford, Mississippi, Vivica Vanity. From Birmingham, Alabama, Jason Mimosa. From Fayetteville, Arkansas, Dalt Flowers. And from Normal, Illinois, Portia Lynn Snaps. Now, a word from your Safe House panel.
I'm Pagan Holiday.
I'm eating cookies.
And I'm Baxaer.
And one of us here is full of cum. And welcome to Upload!
This week for the mini-challenge, we asked the competitors to lip-sync a monologue of their choice. Here are submissions from Genie Von Trash, Dalt Flowers, Portia Lynn Snaps, and Jason Mimosa.
I want everyone to be aware. I am thinking, and I am calculating, and I am running it through a little machine, and the machine's going beep, 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 and spitting it out. And I'm reading the graph, I'm reading the charts, I'm looking at the little line, and I'm saying, And I'm passing it off to my secretary, and she's reading it through, she's proofreading it, she's checking it over, and then I'm running it by my accounting team to see if we have it in the budget, running it by the shareholders, giving a town hall presentation to my team, and we're thinking. We've contacted our design team for merchandising. And I have ideas, and I have plans. And they shall be executed.
Who are you carrying all those bricks for, anyway? God? Is that it? God? Well, I tell you, let me give you a little inside information about God. God likes to watch. He's a prankster. Think about it. He gives man instincts. He gives you this extraordinary gift, and then what does he do? I swear, for his own amusement, his own private cosmic gag reel, he sets the rules in opposition. It's the goof of all time. Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, don't swallow. And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. Worship that? Never.
Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven, is that it?
Why not? I'm here on the ground with my nose in it since the whole thing began. I've nurtured every sensation man has been inspired to have. I cared about what he wanted, and I never judged him. Why? Because I never rejected him. In spite of all his imperfections, I'm a fan of man. I'm a humanist. Maybe the last humanist. Who in their right mind, Kevin, could possibly deny the 20th century was entirely mine? All of it, Kevin! All of it. Mine. I'm peeking, Kevin. It's my time now.
My father had flown the coop. My mother worked as a maid in a hotel. It was lonely. So I brought in a baby squirrel I'd found and kept him in a shoebox. And then one day when I came home, he looked sickly. He was dead already, but I didn't know that. I'd forgotten to feed him for a couple days. So I took him out of the box and I laid him on the table and I prayed my heart out for several hours. And when my mother came home and found us, she screamed bloody murder. She picked him up and threw him in the garbage. She worked hard, my mother. She was exhausted and she couldn't have known how cruel that was. But I cried and cried, saying, God didn't answer my prayers. I remember my mother was pouring herself a whiskey, the Martin family cure for everything. She looked at me and laughed. God always answers our prayers, Judy. It's just rarely the answer we're looking for.
Round, look round, too loud in the face. Shut him up. Which means a lot of you can break the first two rules of Fight Club. I've seen Fight Club the strongest and smartest men who've ever lived. I see all this potential. I see squandering. God damn it, an entire generation pumping gas, waiting tables, slaves with white collars. Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate so we can buy shit we don't need. For the middle children of history, man.
And the winner of the mini challenge is Portia Lynn Snaps. Congratulations, Portia. You'll receive 5 additional points to your final score of this episode. For the improv interview challenge, competitors were told to answer the following questions. Previous work experience? How would your friends and family describe you? Any special skills or talents? On the confessional slide, you will see each competitor's 3 traits given. The rest was up to their imagination.
Hey y'all! So for this challenge, it is an improv acting challenge where we are given characters that are being put inside of a job interview and seeing how they fare. With that being said, since I got the guest judges vote last challenge, I was given the task of assigning myself and my fellow competitors their roles. I gave myself the role of goth girl for a few reasons. One, each character is given like 3 distinct traits. Mine were slightly possessed, goth, and hates happy things. All of these, except for like the slightly possessed one, do not describe Portia in any way. So with that being said, I really thought that this would be a great chance to challenge myself, challenge my acting abilities, and then kind of show the judges my versatility. Because as Baxaer said, I am a theater queen, and I really just want to show that in this challenge, because I've shown comedy and I've shown polish a little bit in my past 2 challenges, but I think now, especially with a win under my belt, I really just want to keep on gunning for that. And I think that I struck like, honestly gold in a sense with the last challenge, because not only did I go far out of my comfort zone, I kind of showed a slightly darker side, and yet it was still comedic. So that being said, while yes, comedy is not my top priority here this challenge, it is still definitely going to play a part in it. For my other competitors, I'm really excited to see what Gene and Vivica do with their roles, since once again, they're kind of really different from what they do. Vivica has the jock role. Vivica does have the jock role, sorry. Vivica has the jock role, and then Gene has sort of like the dumb girl role, sort of. I don't remember their traits specifically, but just knowing that they're so different from what they usually do, I'm very excited to see that. Dalt and Jason, I'm excited to see what they do with theirs. Jason, their role is a little up their wheelhouse, so I'm excited to see what they do to spice that up. And then Dalt was given the particular challenge of trying to mix nerdy, pessimistic, and scared of everything into one role, and that can be really hard, especially since these conflict each other so much. So I'm excited to see how they do. But overall, I'm just excited to show y'all what I could do. And, you know, honey, upload episode 3. We're gonna make it to episode 4, episode 5, and above.
My government name is Amber Lynn Bethany Tiffany Glenn Close Gleason. But I go by Midnight.
Okay, Midnight. What work experience do you have?
Okay, first and foremost, I do not work under the capitalist conformist regime known as America. Conformist. That being said, I did work at a Build-A-Bear for 3 years. I didn't even learn anything from that, you know? Except for the fact that you can't do sex reassignment surgery on the bears. Or at least when children are present. No, but just like my Lord and Savior, Susie Sue, I decided to take a good decade off of work. But I'm back to get the one thing I want out of this world. Not its destruction, but more. Goth Crocs.
Okay, well, what special skills do you have?
I have plenty of special skills. This one might not be too special, but I can call in the ancient powers of Cthulhu, god of chaos. He's busy producing All-Stars 8. Sorry, not sorry. No, but I actually did teach a course down at my stupid community center. It was supposed to educate non-goths on the problems of goth teens. Primarily normies, parents, and YouTube comments. One kid actually asked me, "Hey yo, what's the difference between a goth and an emo?" And I said to him, "Imagine you are the world. As an emo, I don't hate you. I hate myself, because I'm stupid. But as a goth, I hate you, because I'm smart." And then I burned down the community center.
What do your family and friends say about you?
Okay, I don't prefer the term family. I prefer the term soulless demons who keep me in this existential realm. That being said, I only talk to my goth brethren, Raven and Lilith. Raven, I met when I was 5. Some girls were bullying her into a game of hopscotch. That was one of the many days we learned to run from society. Lilith I actually met yesterday while I was stalking a Hot Topic for some chokers. You know what they say, you aren't living for fashion unless your throat looks like it was manhandled by a 50-year-old sex worker named Svetlana. That being said, Raven and Lilith would describe me as and that really fulfills my woeful soul. Look, I know what you're thinking. I'm not the most fulfilling applicant. And you know what? You're right. Brenda, get the car ready! God!
All right, so with this challenge, we were given that we had to do an improvised acting challenge with selected characters. This challenge is going to be very difficult for me because as you've probably noticed in my last 2 submissions, I edit all about production, and this challenge basically throws that out, and we have to do a single shot, no clips, no double takes, one and done, which is not what I'm used to. So with this one take I knew that it would be unsettling to watch without a lot of clips. So I decided to dive into that and make the most unsettling character and performance that I could, because my character was, in 3 descriptions, nerdy, pessimistic, and scared of everything. So my character is not someone you want to enjoy, not someone that you want to know personally. This is someone that you actively avoid. So far, if you've only known me from this competition, I've given you goofy and weird and awkward. I'm ready to give you crazy. I want to give you scary. I want to give you what I do best. And I'm ready for that. So hopefully, next challenge, I get to do that.
Hey, Dalt, thank you so much for joining me today. My camera isn't working, so I do apologize about that. But let's just jump right in. What makes you think you'd be a good fit for a super mega fun event planning?
Well, after doing my own research on your limited liability company, or LLC for short, I see that you are looking for, and I quote, "Super mega fun event planning is looking for team members who strive to bring joy for those around them." End quote. I believe that fits me perfectly. Look at my shirt.
All right. Well, what's some of your work experience that you've had?
Well, I may not have authentic experience, but I have countless hours of studying what is super, what is mega, and what is also fun, and how to create serotonin for people that are around me. I could say that I'm a fun expert.
Hey, Dalt, are you in a busy area or something? What's all that noise?
I apologize. I put fun carnival noises.mp3 to add mega fun to this interview.
Oh, okay. Well, how would your family and friends describe you?
Well, I don't need friends. They disappoint me. But people have told me I don't make them feel anything. And I take that as a good thing. Nothing is the best thing you could give anyone.
I see. Well, do you have any special skills?
I held the world record for most Rubik's Cube solved while riding a skateboard, but that was taken away from me.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Alive. Maybe.
How did you hear about this position?
Did you know that on average 13 U.S. workers die every day?
I'm sorry?
And that 58% of people say they trust strangers more than they trust their own bosses?
Well...
And a workplace injury occurs every 17 seconds in the U.S.
Okay, but...
I'm sorry. I can't do this. I quit. Thank you for your time.
What the fuck?
Alright, so, full tea, full shade to myself. This main challenge was probably the hardest yet. Mainly just because the character I was assigned was very happy, outgoing, which I usually am, but I've been going through it in my personal life lately, so I will say that this was quite a struggle to act really happy and outgoing, but I tried my best. I tried to embody the character I was given, so I'm really hoping that they see my effort and that it was good enough to get me to the next challenge. And I don't think I'm alone in saying that this challenge is hard. Any other contestant I talked to seemed to struggle with it as well, so that makes me feel a little bit better, but not much. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens for this 3rd episode, baby. Maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't. Hey, my name is Genie. I'm so excited to meet you. Thanks for having me today. How are you? The weather is beautiful, isn't it? It's a nice 72 degrees. It doesn't get too hot, not too cold. You can wear a little tank top and feel good.
And what is your name again?
What's my name? Oh, I'm Genie. I don't know if I said that or not. Honestly, I already forgot when I walked in the room. This is an Ulta, right? I'm applying for the makeup manager position?
That is correct.
Okay, perfect.
Work experience?
Relevant work experience. So, I've never really had a real job, per se. My mommy and daddy pay for everything. They give me a gold credit card, and they refill it every Monday at 3 p.m. If you count being beautiful and petite and small as a job, then I am full-time employed at that. It pays the bills, if you know what I mean.
Do you have any special skills?
Special skills? Well, I can eat 20 chicken wings from Hooters in 20 minutes. 1 wing per minute. They gave me rewards for trying. They said good job, and I was really happy about that because it just made me feel so good about myself that I could eat that many wings in one sitting. Also, I can hold my breath for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Don't ask how I learned that. Just trust me, okay? What is the pay? Because I have a new Gucci bag on hold that I need to be able to put a down payment for on Afterpay.
How would your friends describe you?
How would my friends and family describe me? Ooh, that one's hard. There's so much they could say about me. I think the thing that people say about me the most is that I'm special. Because I am. I'm just a little treat, little ray of sunshine. I make everybody smile. Everybody stares at me when I walk into a room. I think they would also say blonde. And maybe 5'4", because I'm 5'4". They'd also call me a Pisces because I was born in February, and a Libra rising, Scorpio moon. I've been told that I'm really good at painting my face as well, so they would describe me as beautiful. Yeah, definitely.
How can I get a hold of you again?
Do you have any contact information? No. I actually just lost my phone when I went to Cape Cod in the ocean. I was swimming with dolphins, and I got a little bit too carried away with Flippy the dolphin, and we just had too much fun, and I lost my phone, so there's not really a way you can contact me right now unless you follow me on Twitter. It's at Genie, all lowercase letters, and just type that in and you'll find me and send me a DM. It might take me a while to answer because I have so many requests in my DMs, but I promise I will get back to you as soon as I see it, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Thank you!
Holy shit. That elimination was brutal. This is the second week in a row that I have been a bottom. I'm going to show you that I am versatile and I can top too. So with this next challenge, I am going to be the flirty, lustful applicant for this job interview, which is not too far off from how I am in everyday life. So that's good. But with doing it in one take and having to figure that out and keep it interesting, keep it lighthearted, not have jump cuts or anything, that's going to be a challenge. I am so thankful that Portia gave me that character. So thankful, because if I had to do one of the other ones, that would have been a little bit more difficult for sure. But you know, these last couple weeks, I thought, hey, this is going to be really on par. This is going to be great. And I've been in the bottom. First one for doing too short of a video, which we definitely know is detrimental by this point. And then secondly, with my editing faux pas with the volume. So fingers crossed that I do well this week, and then I'm definitely going to be doing the mini challenge, whatever the fuck it is. Could be something that I'm absolutely horrible at, but you know what? We're gonna do it because obviously makes a big difference. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and fingers crossed I'm not a bottom again.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for having me here today. That was a good handshake you had. I like a woman with a strong handshake.
Well, thank you for meeting with me today. I appreciate you being here. So what we're going to do is I am going to ask you a couple of questions and ask you about your background and see if you're a good fit for our company.
Sounds wonderful. I would love to tell you about all of the positions I've enjoyed.
All right. Well, what made you interested in working with us here at Furry Friends Animal Rescue?
Well, growing up, I've always really had a soft spot for animals. My mother and I, God rest her soul, we rescued lots of animals together. Oh, who's this little guy coming up?
Oh, this is Mystica.
Hello, Mystica. You are a very beautiful girl. Oh, you like a good stroking first thing in the morning. So do I. So do I. Oh, you are so precious. Precious little pussycat.
Oh, I think she's ready to go.
I think she is too. A lady always knows when to leave the party.
Apparently she does. She picks up on those kind of things. Anyways, I see that you worked as a security guard for a gentleman's club in the past. How did that work out for you?
I enjoyed it thoroughly. I did. Lots of beautiful ladies and surprisingly lots of really good steak. Yes, it's a steakhouse as well. How do you like your steak?
I like having it with my partner.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you'd like, I would take you out sometime and treat you to a nice dinner.
Well, I'm seeing somebody, but thank you.
All right. Well, if he ever fucks up, you have my number right there on my resume.
Okay. Well, I have a couple of other questions, but I am going to cut it short today. So thank you again so much for meeting with me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate you.
Can I have my hand?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Thank you.
You have very soft hands.
I'll be calling you.
Thank you. I'll be calling you as well.
Well, you don't have my number.
Oh, I have the office number though, don't I? This guy's a creep.
So, that happened last week. I lost by 1 point. You know how in elementary school, whenever your teacher would give you like a 99 instead of a 100 because you spelled your name wrong somehow? Anyway, that's how it felt a little bit for me on the inside. But you know what? It's a new week. I'm over it. So this week, for the main challenge, I got assigned a jock, alpha dude. I live in a college town, so let's just hope my observational skills can be of use to me. I'm kind of nervous for this week. Yulp. Anyway, I just hope I can do good for this. Cause, oh my goodness, after last week, I just felt like, but let's just hope I do better this week. Who knows? I might win. I don't know.
Hey man, sorry I was late. I was too busy getting money. Anyway, okay, I'm joking. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get down to business.
So, how would I describe myself? I'd say I'm a team player, you know, that goes into my previous work experiences, being captain of the football team. Yep, I was a team player. I was a go-getter. I led my pack like the alpha I am. Anyway, yeah. I would, my friends and family, they describe me. What do you mean being a football captain isn't previous work experience? Dude, I swear to God it is, okay? I mean, my dad signed me up for a finance class once, so I know how to handle money and stuff like that, so I think I'm in the clear. Yep. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't really have any special skills, I think I'm the same, I'm just a normal man like you, okay? Can you sympathize with that, okay? Anyway, how my friends and family would describe me, that guy, alpha man, Giga Chad, Top G and all that shit. You watch Andrew Tate, bro? Oh. Well, he will teach you everything in life. Anyway. But, I'm just gonna have to say, I am your guy. I'm the guy. I'm that guy. Okay? So, do I have the job? No. Listen here, you son of a bitch. Listen here, you son of a bitch. My dad is gonna fucking kill you. I swear to God, if you don't give me this job. Oh. I'm glad you can understand. It's a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Thank you, competitors. Genie Von Trash, you are safe. which mean the rest of you represent the tops and bottoms of this week's episode. Now for the feedback from the Safe House panel.
Vivica Vanity, hi love. One thing I will say about this challenge is that I love seeing you step outside of the box with your character. One thing I will say is that I love what you bring to the competition, so I expected a little bit more from you.
Vivica Vanity. I will say, honestly, I was a little bit disappointed with the quality of the video as far as, like, I had higher expectations. But you played the character very well, and I did enjoy this different expression of your drag.
Vivica Vanity. The second that you walked onto the screen, I was gagged by your look. I know that you were uncomfortable doing a flesh tone look, but I think you pulled off this jock character really nicely as far as the look goes. That's not what it's all about, though. It comes down to the acting and the improv of it, and I feel like we could see your thought process during this improv challenge. I think you got the character right whenever you were speaking quickly and clearly, but whenever you started to think a little bit, we lost you. But good job.
Hi, Dalt. So I always love what you bring production-wise. It always comes off very professional and very fun, and you're always funny. Good job.
Dalt Flowers. I was very pleased with your video. I really like that you did a Zoom call interview rather than like a in-person interview. It's very 2023. I thought your whole character, you played it very well. You had the look down, you had the mannerisms down as well. Overall, I think it was a really, really, really good video.
Doll, you are so dumb, and I love every second of it. I think you played this nerd pessimist very well. My favorite part was whenever you had to cut off the carnival music. That part tickled me so bad. I think you're really thinking outside of the box, and I'm loving every challenge you're submitting. So really great job.
Portia Lynn snaps. That's all I'm gonna say, Mom. Snaps. You really embodied that character, and you were emo the house down. Good job.
Portia Lynn snaps. You are an actress. Also, I was a little surprised that you picked this character since you were the one that did decide the roles. So I kind of had high expectations of you pulling it off, but you did pull it off very well. And this is a side of you that I feel like we haven't seen yet, even though we have seen the acting side of you, but this character itself we haven't seen before. So I thought you had a really strong video.
Portia Lynn snaps. That was fucking fantastic. From the fake cigarette to the full government name to just every part of this video was fantastic. This is what I wanted to see for this challenge. Thank you so much for picking somebody we didn't expect and truly taking the challenge of it all. You did prove that you are an actress in your other videos, but I think this one really proved that you have range, baby. Great job.
Hi, Jason. So overall, I thought your video was really, really good. However, you didn't answer all the questions, love, and that's what I needed from you.
Jason Mimosa. So I really liked your video overall with the acting, and I thought it was a different take on the character that you were assigned. He was kind of a creep, but you played it very well. The only thing is that you did not answer all the questions like the head said. So that really cost you some points because this isn't the first time that you haven't done the assignment correctly. So I'm sorry, but that's something that we have to pay attention to now.
Jason, you're hired. Just kidding. That dude was really creepy, and I honestly lived for it. I think it's really cool because we know that you're not a creep. So for you to take that character and make Jason so volatile was really cool to see. Yeah, you missed some of the questions. That's kind of important for the criteria part. But as far as what you delivered, I'm really impressed. I know y'all said that this was the hardest week yet, but honestly, y'all really impressed us with your acting and your improv. Great job to the cat, too. Emmy Award winning.
Thank you, panel. Now that we have the rankings from the Safe House panel and the other players, we also have a guest judge this episode. Our guest judge this episode is a king with many titles, including King of Ozark Pride and Mr. Hot Springs Pride. But our favorite title is a good friend. Give it up for Eddie Flex. Eddie, thank you for your time here at Upload, and thank you for all that you do for the kings in our community. After calculating all the rankings from the Safe House panel, the other players, and our guest judge, we have a winner. Congratulations to Portia Lynn Snaps. Congratulations, Portia. You are now $50 richer and have 2 wins under your belt. Great job this week. Special thanks to Safe House Production and all of our sponsors who make paying our performers possible. Dalt Flowers, you are safe. Which means Jason Mimosa, Vivica Vanity, I'm sorry, but you are in the bottom 2 this episode. After the final calculations of your rankings from the players, the Safe House panel, and your guest judge, the person that will be eliminated from Upload tonight is Jason Mimosa. I'm sorry, my friend, but it is game over for you in the game of Upload. Vivica Vanity, congratulations, you lived to see another episode. Well, that's all for this episode. I'm your host, P3B, but you can just call me Peb. Thanks for watching Upload. Be sure to like and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at UploadDrag. But for now, Upload complete.